I don't know what changed about Zoom, but this like thing that's talking at me is weird. Okay. Hey, we did a current events day today. Um, Gosh, a lot of you want to really learn about the Taliban. So again, I'm going to share my screen. And if you like that video about the Taliban, it's on Canvas. Just watch it again. And check your math. One of the things that you want to do about current events is, uh, check what it actually means. So in class, like just for the heck of it, let's do this. Did the United States actually the help the Mujahideen in the Cold War in Afghanistan? Let's see. What is a good source? Well, the Britannica one. When I was your age, we used to have like dictionaries. We'd have to go look this stuff up. So let's just Command F this. And I'm not even sharing my screen, I don't even think. God, you just been looking at me the entire time? Ew. Yeah, here's what it looks like. Yeah. Then all we're doing is just checking my math here. Afghan one history. Does it ever talk about the United States? The Mujahideen were able to neutralize Soviet air power through the use of shoulder-fired anti-aircraft missiles supplied by the Soviet Union's Cold War adversary, United States. Oh, so yes, the United States did help fund the Mujahideen. And one of those people that was a part of the Mujahideen was the same guy that would help bomb the United States with the terrorist attacks on 9/11 and Osama bin Laden. And I don't want to like freak any of you out, but that's just kind of the deal. But when it comes to learning about this kind of thing, where if you're looking at this report right now at home, one, this will change. We're going to hear what President Biden has to say, and we're going to go from there. So if you're watching this for homework help, just real quick, one, we have just kind of checked the math on the homework on what was said in the videos. Because I think one of the biggest, most shocking things that when you're learning about the current issues going on in Afghanistan is the origin of why this is a big deal now. And as the video said, it started 40 years ago. Soviet Union, our Cold War enemy, invades Afghanistan. We help the people of Afghanistan. And then there's a period of time when there really isn't a lot of foreign intervention. And in that time, the Taliban becomes a little bit more powerful, starts to gain more control of Afghanistan. And when the terrorist attacks on 9/11 occurred, the United States as a country asked the leader of Afghanistan, hey, we think you're helping out Osama bin Laden. We're going to need him. And they refuse. Then we invade. And we were there for roughly 20 years. And as we're pulling out of the country, this is where this current event comes into play. The title is all about the flights grounded amid chaos at the Kabul airport. It's because the entire country of Afghanistan is in a tough moment right now. As we scroll through here, the leader of Germany, Angela Merkel, she said the Taliban had taken over Afghanistan with breathtaking speed, and that this was a bitter, dramatic, and terrible development for the people of Afghanistan. The Taliban are rolling through Afghanistan right now, and it's not so good. Afghanistan's main TV channels are still some of those, including the disappearance of all female presenters from the screen. Wow, okay. So there you go. It's a little bit about what the Taliban stands for. They don't like seeing women on TV. No.
Sean Murray, if you're in the building, come to the front office. Sean Murray, report to the front office immediately.
Thank you, Sean Murray. I had no idea. Okay, so let's get to it. Those of you in my fourth period that actually learned about earthquakes today, awesome. You did what I had originally planned to do, and that's okay. So here, what I would do is just type the name of the event. A majority of you would be, boy, thanks, Google. Taliban invasion of Afghanistan. And you don't have to type it. Man, what? You don't have to type it. You can just write it in on Google or on Notability. Let's shorten this up a little bit so it's all on the same line. There it is. Okay, this will start to move a little bit. And I wanted 3 sentences, right? So what is going on? All right, so on the left side here, you've got a short and sweet summary. God, there's so much. And this is a great source for just like a lot of random stuff. But I tell you what, with how much stuff is going on, whoa. You know, for who is impacted, that one's pretty cool. There's just a lot to take in. So let's go to that. Who is impacted by this issue? I'm writing that down. I think that was a good find through just picking the article. Afghan Paralympians. Paralympians. How do I spell it? There you go. Afghan Paralympians can't attend Paralympics. Oh, that of course. Who is impacted by it? It was they're taking women off of TV. So you know how there's like presenters on TV? Yeah, that's a problem. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's type that. Hey, let's fix that. And for who else? Well, many other countries are sending in troops to help out, it looks like. To help with the invasion of Afghanistan. Okay. How did this event happen? Okay, this one's easy because we know the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan 40 years ago. Then the United States invaded Afghanistan in 2001. And since the United States pulled out troops from the country, the Taliban is taking over. There it is. Oh wait, I said 3 sentences, didn't I? It's one big run-on. Let's change it. There's that. Beginning of a sentence. It's capitalized. End of the period. There it is. Taking control of the country. Sounds better. Okay, what is going on? Okay. There is chaos in Afghanistan. The Taliban is taking control and impacting how people live their lives. When did this event happen? Again, kind of just going off of what we heard again. The recent events I'm looking here is this. Now, the capital of Afghanistan is Kabul, so we'll just have that. We'll add that to here. The Taliban took control of Kabul on Sunday, August 15th. The recent events on the invasion of, well, when did this happen? The Taliban began to take control of parts of Afghanistan when the United States began to pull troops out yesterday, August 15th. The Taliban took control of the capital of Afghanistan. When did we start pulling troops out? This one's interesting. Kind of sets up the argument for why we're even in there. Before he addresses the situation in Afghanistan, let's have some support for the U.S. troop withdrawal in Afghanistan. Yep. The U.S. has spent trillions of dollars on tax money, lost more than 2,000 service members in 20 years of this conflict, making promises by presidents to get out popular among many Americans. Warnings against. Some people think, hey, we should stay there because we've done a lot of work there. Many of those closest to the conflict, Afghan soldiers and statesmen, had long been skeptical of the president's view that the Kabul government could be expected to maintain the country's security by itself. Okay, so we're still looking for when the United States as a country started to pull troops out entirely. All right, so let's see here. Because that's ultimately, if we're looking for like when it actually happened, we probably want to know, when did the United States pull out of Afghanistan? Wow, thank you, Google. All right, there's a Wikipedia source, but let's check out the news. There's going to be a lot of recent ones. Yes, yes. Blame Biden. No, 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 no. I'm good. I'm recording. I hate snapping at people as rude. All right. Well, we can kind of start off. Let's go back to that all tab. No. Let's go to the all one, not a specific article. This technology wait is brought to you by me. Okay, so it looks like February 29th, 2020. Let's pull up a news story here. State.gov, Taliban news. Oh, hey, got one. Okay, so we began our pullout in February 2020. Okay, when did the February 2020. Yesterday, August 15th, the Taliban took control of the capital of Afghanistan. And we're going to have one more when. Hmm. 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 Yeah, I think we're good, but I am interested in like looking at this article. Of course, continue as me. Sure. I just want to continue looking at this article because this is not from now. This is February 2020. United States signed a deal with the Taliban on Saturday. So the United States had an agreement. Oh my gosh. Thank you. In February of 2020. So during this time, the United States as a country struck a deal with the Taliban, the bad guys. So one thing that's always interesting to me is like, oh, everybody's blaming President Biden for pulling troops out. Well, who was president during February 2020? I know the answer. And the answer is President Donald Trump. And that's the thing. With this big event happening, there's a lot of blame that's constantly getting. Oh, I've reached my limit. Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of blame on where this should happen, or like who do we blame? It's really a lot. You can blame President Biden now for not doing more. Maybe you think that he should be putting more troops in. You can blame President Trump for actually signing a deal with the Taliban to pull the United States out of Afghanistan. You can blame it on President Obama for cranking up the action in Afghanistan. You can blame President Bush for invading Afghanistan. But it goes back and back and back. It's one of those events. It's like, okay, yes, this is relevant, but it goes back to earlier. Where did this event happen? Majority of this news story took place in Afghanistan. Parts of Afghanistan, like the airport, are in a bit of a crisis there. Planes diverted amid chaos at the Kabul airport. Parts of Kabul, the capital, parts of Kabul capital have been chaotic. Yeah, that's pretty good there. Now, how did this event happen? Okay, we got that. Why? Okay, all right. Who is impacted by this event? Got it. We've got the how. That's good. We've got everything about the except the why. How about I just tell you about the why? This matters because this current event didn't just happen today. This happened in February 2020 when President Trump helped create a deal with the Taliban to get us out of Afghanistan. This event was impacted when President Obama cranked up the amount of drone strikes and activity in Afghanistan, which is kind of the reason why President Trump wanted to get us out, because it wasn't a popular war. And you can put it on President Bush as well for actually invading Afghanistan. But all of these events matter. All of these things that happened in history now have an impact on this situation that's going on in Afghanistan. And it matters because there's some people that fight in the military. There's some people that want to continue to fight in Afghanistan. There's people that are like, our government has spent trillions already and it still hasn't solved anything. So what do? Get us out of there. Keep us in, get us out. We're going back and forth. So it relates back to us somehow, some way. Maybe your family, friends are fighting in the military. Now, this is what the hard part is. Okay, I'm going to make a note on, I should just write on the board, go to minute whatever of this video if you just want to find out the answers to this. So with location, we need a map of Afghanistan. We're just going to quickly look that up. Afghanistan, bam. And we're looking for 2 points of references, like for countries. It's north of something, east of something. Okay. Now I already know the example for place. It's the capital. It's Kabul. Region. We know we're talking about Afghanistan, right? Shoot. And then we need, in another tab, let's go Kabul. Coordinates. There it is. 34.5 degrees north, 69 degrees east. Just going to copy that. Boom. It's going to look weird, but that's okay. Human environment interaction. Now, this is where, if you look at a map of Afghanistan, the geography of Afghanistan is very, very, very hilly. It's mountainy. Let's just type this in. Afghanistan physical map. Yeah, let's see if it's detailed. Shows us some names of some things. So with the geography of mountain ranges, like cutting all the way through, there's a desert, one river, Hindu Kush. That's a northeastern mountain range. Okay. So a majority of Afghanistan is in fact like mountainous. Well, why do you think the Mujahideen and the Taliban were able to hide out and be able to like fight back the strongest army in the world, the United States? They're hiding in the mountains. That's simple. Taliban can hide easily in the mountains. And then finally for movement, that one's easy. Relocation diffusion. Why? The United States pulled troops out. I can keep, let's do hierarchical diffusion. The president ordered the troops out. Well, he signed a deal. The stimulus diffusion, the deal. It's not contagious diffusion. A lot of this is stimulus and relocation diffusion. Yeah. And that's how you do this assignment. Did it take me a while to do it? Sure. Did it take me more than 20 minutes? Probably. But that's the thing. Doing a current events response is not going to be easy for you. You got to take some time. You got to figure it out. You got to work through the article. Maybe you got to open up another tab, and that's okay. Don't just be reliant on one news source to keep you educated, but make sure your sources are good. That being said, that's how you do today's assignment, and I am out of here. Tomorrow, we're going to learn about the RIP project. So hopefully you're interested in something and you give a crap about something. So have a good one. Bye-bye.